A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, when you think about Arizona State and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. Using his legs, it's Frazier.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season...
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
And the Sun Devils are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to set up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running the red zone. It's Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
My old coach said you'll never grow broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a gap. It's Udo. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Give to the running back. Crosses to 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Can't get him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
They've got a first down here to open the period. On the ground, it's Frazier.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got it set up on the outside. Finds a crease at the 20. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. With the catch, it's Tyson. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Hauls it in, the first down and more. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Arizona State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Dogs in the hurry-up. Handoff, Jones. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Turns it on in midfield. Open field on the right. Smashes ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles. People are trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Still on his feet. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's another 1st down for the offense.
The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
4-2 Spider.
They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Turns on the Jets. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Unloads it downfield. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Scrambling away. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun. Wants to pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to throw. It's Levitt. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Jones. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Dogs want to pick up the tempo. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Handoff from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Levin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they can't make the play on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got a man. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Levin. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Setting up the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Udo. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught behind the line. It's McCray. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got his man downfield. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ritter out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 10 over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try the right side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's dragged down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Oh, better look out. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on...
There he goes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Creates a little space. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Sims. Still looking, on the move. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to sling it on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Tyson. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes a catch. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCray. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll move the wide receiver. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.